Hello, little adventurers, and welcome back to our story corner. Are you ready for a magical mystery? Today, we're going on an adventure with two brave friends, Lily and Tom, to uncover the secret of a very special river. Let's snuggle up and begin our story, The Mystery of the Glowing River. Once upon a time, nestled in a valley surrounded by tall whispering trees, was a village called Meadowbrook. Through this village ran a river, clear and sparkling during the day. But when the sun went to sleep and the moon came out to play, the river began to glow with a soft, beautiful, silvery light. The grown-ups in Meadowbrook were used to it. But two best friends, Lily and Tom, weren't so sure. Lily, with her wild curly hair and a notebook always in her hand, loved mysteries. Tom, with his sturdy boots and a backpack full of snacks, was always ready for an adventure. "Moonbeams don't dance like that," Lily whispered to Tom one evening as they watched the river shimmer from her bedroom window. "They don't swirl and create little glowing fish shapes. There's a secret in that water, Tom. I can feel it." Tom, munching on an apple, nodded in agreement. "Then let's go find it," he declared. Tomorrow night, we solve the mystery of the glowing river. The next evening, just as twilight painted the sky in shades of purple and orange, Lily and Tom met by the old willow tree at the river's edge. Lily had her mystery notebook and a big flashlight, just in case. Tom had his backpack, which was extra full of cookies and 2 bottles of juice. "An explorer needs energy," he explained with a grin. "We have to wait for the magic to start," Lily said, her eyes wide with anticipation. As darkness fell completely and the stars began to pop out one by one, it happened. A faint shimmer started near the riverbank, then another and another, until the entire river was alive with a gentle, pulsating silver glow. It was even more beautiful up close. "Wow," breathed Tom. Lily was already busy sketching in her notebook. "The glow is coming from downstream." With Lily leading the way, they crept along the riverbank. The glowing water cast magical shadows, making the familiar path look like a fairy tale land. Crickets chirped a gentle song, and a friendly owl hooted from a high branch, as if wishing them luck. They walked past sleeping flowers and under arches of ancient trees. The air was cool and smelled of damp earth and sweet night-blooming jasmine. Every few steps, Tom would offer Lily a cookie, and she would jot down a new clue in her notebook. "Clue number 1, she'd say. After a while, the river curved sharply, leading them into a part of the woods they had never explored before. The trees grew closer together, their branches forming a canopy overhead. Here, the glow of the river seemed even brighter. "We must be getting close," Tom whispered, his voice full of excitement. Suddenly, they heard a soft humming sound. It was a gentle, peaceful sound, like 1,000 tiny bells ringing softly. It seemed to be coming from just around the next bend. Lily and Tom looked at each other, their hearts thumping. They took a deep breath and tiptoed forward. They peered around a large moss-covered boulder and gasped. Before them was a hidden grotto, a small cave behind a waterfall of shimmering, glowing water. The humming sound was louder here, and the source of the light was clear. The walls of the grotto were covered in a special kind of moss, and growing all over this moss were millions of tiny, glowing mushrooms. Each mushroom gave off a soft, silvery light. As the waterfall trickled over them, it was knocking loose tiny, harmless spores that floated into the water, making the entire river glow. "It's not magic," Lily whispered in awe, scribbling furiously in her notebook. "It's nature. These are glowcap mushrooms." She had read about them in one of her grandpa's old books, but had never believed they were real. Standing in the center of the grotto, tending to the mushrooms with a small, leafy branch, was a gentle-faced badger in a tiny vest. He looked up, startled by their arrival. Tom, ever the friendly one, stepped forward. The badger, whose name was Barnaby, relaxed and smiled. "Thank you," he said proudly. "It's my family's job to make sure they are healthy so the river can share its light with the world." He explained that the glowing spores were not only beautiful but also helped clean the water and were a sign that the forest was healthy and happy. Lily showed Barnaby her drawings, and he was very impressed. Tom shared his cookies with Barnaby, who declared them the best he had ever tasted. They sat together for a while, listening to the hum of the mushrooms and the splash of the waterfall. Barnaby told them stories of the forest, of how every plant and animal had a special job to do to keep their home in balance. He explained that the glow was a gift from the forest, a reminder of the quiet wonders that are all around us if we only take the time to look. As the moon began to climb higher, Lily and Tom knew it was time to go home. The grotto is a delicate place. It must be protected. Of course, they promised in unison. They knew how important it was to protect such a special place. They said their goodbyes to their new friend and promised to visit again. They walked back along the glowing river, no longer as a mystery to be solved, but as a beautiful secret they were now a part of. When they got back to the village, the river still swelled with its silvery light. But now, when Lily and Tom looked at it, they didn't just see glowing water. They saw the tiny spores from the glowcap mushrooms. They saw their kind badger friend Barnaby, hard at work, and they saw the magic of nature, a secret language that they now understood. They had solved the mystery, but they had found something even better, a new friend and a deep appreciation for the hidden wonders of their world. From that day on, whenever they saw the glowing river, they would smile, sharing a secret that made their corner of the world feel truly magical. And that's the end of our adventure today. What a wonderful reminder that sometimes the greatest mysteries have the most beautiful, natural explanations. Always be curious, little explorers, because you never know what amazing secrets you might discover. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more magical tales.